I am here with Aaron Khalid. Aaron will be fighting the legend that is Tom Kong Watson at Cage Warriors 104, April 27th in Cardiff. Aaron, how you doing, my man?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. I'm not fighting a legend, but I'm doing good. What? So straight off the bat, mate. You got a call. How would you like to fight Tom Watson in Cardiff? Run me through that. So, what kind of set that up? What was your initial thoughts?
Well, he got signed with Cage Warriors, and immediately I started getting tagged. I think Garrett Hill was the first person to tag me and said, "Well, a scrap this would be blah blah blah." Then, obviously, word got to Ian or Graham, and they've just put two and two together and matched me and Tom together. Lou then got a hold of me and said they've offered you Tom. I said, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. At first, I was like proper excited, really excited for it. Then it's like, oh fuck, I have to fight Tom Watson. So now it's just being the mentality of I've got to beat Tom Watson.
Well, that's it. It's been a few years. He hasn't fought since he got released from the UFC. He's always sort of been a middleweight guy. He's always been a middleweight guy. So when you found out he wanted to go down to welterweight, did that excite you? Did you think, okay, like you say, did you think, because initially my understanding is he signed with Barmer, there wasn't any sort of opportunity there bout-wise, so it moved over to Cage Warriors and he declared, I'm going to welterweight.
Yeah. I didn't really think about it too much when I seen he got signed for a welterweight. I just thought it was a good name to have in the mix. I wonder who they will match him up with. But I got the match up for it. So, yeah, I haven't really thought too much about him being in the... like him dropping the weight so much, because I think he's going to be clever about doing it.
It's true, mate. He's had a lot of time off, so I imagine he's not just been sitting around. I imagine he's been training away, trying to figure out what's the next step for him. He's at 36 now, so this is time to if he's going to change the game, this is the time to do it. Going on from you got the call. What's this like? What's this week like for you now? I asked Mate. He said it's the most boring week now, getting ready for the fight. Is it the same for you?
So this week now, the one ending is like just keeping sharp and upping it, getting fight ready kind of thing. With this, the next week that's boring. It's just dropping the weight, water loading, not training too hard, but staying a bit active. It just messes with your head. You're bored. You have too much energy. You don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's a long week. The next one.
No, I bet, mate. Have you seen Tom in person yet, or is it going to be the first time?
No, I've never seen him in person. So yeah, it'll be the first time seeing him, seeing how big he is, seeing what he's like in person. Because I know people who have seen him in person. They say he's a big guy. Now he's back when he was a middleweight. So
yeah,
it'll be nice to see him what he looks like now.
It will be. I'm looking forward to it. He may be a legend of sort of European British MMA, but you fought tough guys before. Would you say it's the toughest guy, or can you really not tell because he's not fought since 2015? It is his first welterweight bout. For you, is it still the toughest guy?
Yes.
Or is that to be decided?
I think he is going to be the toughest fight. I think he's going to be the best. He's going to bring the best out of me come fight night as well. Like, if you watch all his fights, he's got a good chin. He's strong. His cardio's always good. He's defensively good. Like, his losses are only in the UFC were only to southpaws or high-level BJJ guys who just like held him, didn't submit him or stop him, just held him there for about 15 minutes. So yeah, he's gonna be in good condition, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Well, his last fight, was, I think it was against, I believe it was Chris Camozzi. It might have been.
Yeah, Camozzi.
It was against Camozzi, and he got deducted a point. I thought, he did all right in that fight. It was just unfortunate. It was on the back of a loss to Rafael.
Camozzi's one of those guys who's awkward on the feet as well.
Yeah.
Like he's fighting for Glory at the moment, isn't he?
He's completely gone over to Glory now.
And I thought I never rated his stand-up, but then he's doing okay in Glory, so he must just have that awkward, weird kind of style that works well for him.
That's it. I think when you bring in that grappling dimension, he did move awkwardly. He got caught a few times, but he always wouldn't step on short notice. So in no way was he a slouch. He's a tough guy, and like you say, he's doing well with Glory now. So it was unfortunate for Tom, but have you had the chance to find out what Tom's been up to in the last 4 years, or is it really just doesn't matter to you?
I haven't really looked too much into what he's up to because I've obviously looked at his interviews and stuff, and by the sounds of it, he does sound like he's always training. He said in his one interview that he offered to fight Israel in Australia.
Right.
I got told he's been really into his boxing and bare knuckle as well recently. I think he was going to transition towards that. So you can imagine he has been just non-stop training, and now he just wants to fight. He's got to the point where he feels he can fight, drop down weight, and do well.
Well, you know, the way he was training over at TriStar, we know what they're like with people like GSP. They never stop, or even though they never stop, even when they're out, they're still training. So he's probably got that mentality. But you know, talking about yourself, you're doing fantastic. Minute, you're on a 3-fight win streak. A victory next Saturday. Where do you think that puts you in the division?
It's a tough win because, like you said, Tom's been off for a while. He's 36. People will, if I go out there and I murk him or smoke him within like a second round or two, people will say, yeah, it's not the same Tom. He was old. You've just beat someone old. You're leapfrogging your way to the title shot. Blah blah blah. So my mindset, when I do get the victory, is if you want to deny me a title shot, fight me. Like I'm openly to fight anyone who stands in my way to fight that title shot.
Mate, that's the best attitude to have. And like you say, people might say that, but at the end of the day, he's a former champion.
Yeah,
he fought in the UFC.
I'm training and pushing myself like he is going to come out the best Tom Watson we've seen.
Well, it's so you never know. 4 years off could have done him a world of good. You truly never know. And you know, if he comes out, he puts the fight to you, and you can still pull the victory off, then that just shuts them haters down. But you know what, mate? Whether you take him to a gritty decision, whether you dominate him for 3 rounds, whether you finish him in first 10 seconds, there's always going to be people, no matter what, they're going to say, oh, no, here's why you did this and here's why you've done that. So, you know, with those people...
I'm prepared for them. If you know someone who could change the outcome of the fight me.
Well, that's it, mate.
I'm going to turn down a fight.
Well, that's it, mate. Who you know, they're going to want to see you fight.
Yeah.
Kamaru Usman to prove that you're up there. It's just ridiculous, mate. But you know, you're putting in the work. So you say you're staying sharp now. In terms of weight, is there much to cut? You know, what you sort of walking around?
No, my weight's pretty on point. Like I got a nutritionist, so I'll check in with him every few days, like tell him how I'm feeling and what my weight's like, and he says it's fine. So, I think there'll be an easy cut like last time. Fight for Foss was a pretty easy cut. Didn't feel diminished or anything, so I think it's gonna be similar to that one.
Well, Foss is another guy, you know, who's been around, and he's a seasoned guy. So you know, coming up against him, that was a good one. And what I liked here is that you have got a nutritionist. I think a lot of people back in the day, unless they thought they were UFC caliber, they wouldn't, or in the UFC, they wouldn't think to get a nutritionist. But you know, yourself, Mason, everyone I've spoken to, it doesn't matter. And you know, I've spoken to people who are making their pro debut. They've got a nutritionist in hand. It's just, does it make such a difference? How long have you been with a nutritionist in your pro career now?
Since I fought Jamie, I spoke to the guy at the event. So then I beat Jamie, and then we got in touch and just sorted out a diet plan and what not for Foss. And I felt like 10 times better. So I just kept them along since Foss till now. Has
it made you look back at what you previously did and you thought, that was just wild? Yeah. Like, was there anything in particular you think, why was I doing that?
Yeah,
or was it just an array?
When I fought a lightweight at pro, when I cut weight, I used to eat so much junk afterwards. But then I make the move at the welterweight. My diet cleaned up a bit, but I just ate too much. So cutting it and then putting it back was just, I didn't feel the best. Well, now he's just trimmed up my diet a bit, and it helped massively.
No, that's good to hear it, mate. Sort of a follow-on question. I asked Mason this because you know he sort of listed that there's so many people on the card that you've either worked together. You're not necessarily in the same team, but you've all sort of crossed paths, like yourself, Mason, Jack. Do you feel like there's not necessarily pressure, but you all work together in this sort of Welsh fighter tribe? You're the ones who are standing there with the crowd roaring your name. Do you feel there's some sort of added sort of guarantee between the lot of you? You know, you all want to come away with the victory.
Yeah.
But do you feel that adds somewhat pressure to you, or is it just you take it all in your stride and you just run with it?
I can't speak for any other fighters, but I don't feel like it adds pressure to me at all. I think it just pushes me along, makes me want to perform. Not like in a pressure kind of way, in a kind of, I want to accomplish more. I want to have fun with this now. You know?
That's it, man. You know, that's sort of literally word for what Mason said. You got to, you know, it's not every day, not every fight that you have a crowd that's going to scream your name, so you might as well enjoy it. You're going to go to some places where they're going to rip you. If this was taking place in June, and it was in Tom's town, maybe it would be a different one. So you got to appreciate that, mate. Do you have much planned after the fight, post fight? I see you on your Instagram. You're big on the family love. So is it just going to be chilling out, or are you going to be trying to have
chilling out,
food?
trying to sort a few things out. Maybe even a holiday, but yeah, I'll just be chilling out until something else opens up, and I'll just go back into camp.
Nice, man. I saw you got a little one by your side. So how hard is Easter Sunday going to be with the little one?
Oh, it'll be alright. Yeah, they're not that difficult to have wrong. They're both cool, yeah.
Yeah, so you ain't going to be they ain't going to be. They'll enjoy the chocolate. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll just load up on water and fruit and stuff. So I'll be fine.
Yeah, that sounds brilliant, mate. I really wish I was doing that as well. So, what would you say your biggest vice is? When it comes to food, you say you used to eat too much junk. What's your biggest sort of kryptonite? Would you say?
Sweet.
What, like pick and mix or like chocolate?
Like fizzy sweets.
Same. I love.
Yeah, they kill me. Like I was laying in bed thinking about fizzy sweets, and when I'm cutting away, toast. For some reason, I always crave toast.
Really?
Toast, yeah.
Anything in particular on it, or just toast?
Just buttery, warm, golden-looking toast, and biscuits as well. That's another one I crave when I'm cutting away. Biscuits. Out of camp, I don't even eat toast or biscuits.
Well, it's just you don't even want it near you.
No, and then like when I'm cutting weight, it's just I crave it bad. I'm like, this just doesn't make sense at all.
Mate, it's a weird thing. What you put in your body for it is a very odd thing, but you're doing it for a reason. So you got these next sort of 9 days ready to go. When does the weight cut really start for you?
I think Sunday, when the Christmas will have me like cutting down my food, water loading and stuff. So then, but I don't really feel much of a difference until about Wednesday, normally, and then it's just the Thursday taping off a few things, and then Friday obviously the water cut. But yeah, Wednesday onwards is just long.
I bet, mate. And when you're sort of going into that phase of those last couple of days, in terms of, I asked a couple about this, do you enjoy being sort of away from the family per se, in your hotel, on your own, or would you rather have the family around you? To be honest, it's a different answer every time. Some people like them having familiarity around you. Other people like to sort of, this is a tough time. I just want to isolate myself and really focus on that.
To be honest, it's changed. Most fights, I think it's a lot to do with my diet and how I'm feeling. Like, before when I was finding it harder to cut weight because I ate too much and whatnot, I didn't want to be around anyone, but now I'm cutting weight right. I want my family around me more, just to like after training when I'm feeling beat up and exhausted, they're nice to relax around.
No, mate, I can imagine. I imagine, like I said, that comfort is just an added bonus. Yeah. Have you heard much from Tom at all? Has there been any outreach? Maybe not indirectly to you. It's just out and about. I can't really see much. He seems to sort of keep himself to himself quite a bit.
Yeah, he doesn't seem the type to talk. He just enjoys fighting. So I think he's one of those guys that just doesn't care what's said or about him or to him or what he wants to say to someone.
No, fair. Like I say, he's a seasoned guy. He's probably, he's going to be the most seasoned guy on the card without a doubt. But he's, he demands respect. But at the end of the day, you've got a job to do, and you're the one with the win streak right now. Out of the two of you, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. You're on a 3-fight winning streak. So the momentum's definitely in your corner. Looking at the fights, are there any other fights on the card that interest you? Obviously, being a fellow countryman.
Mason and Donovan, just because I've trained with Mason as well, so I know what I know what to expect from him out there. Jamie Richardson and Phil Wells,
two guys that you've previously fought.
Because of what happened in the last fight as well, though.
I know
Phil was chasing that submission, and then Jamie just lit him up on the ground. So this is going to be. There's going to be cuts, there's going to be blood in this one. It's going to be a crowd pleaser, definitely. And obviously, you've got Jack Shaw. You've got a tough opponent in Scott Malone. So that'll be interesting to see, especially when it hits the grappling side of things. Because both of them could stand. Both of them got good hands and good striking. But they both like to grapple better.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see.
Well, I chatted to Scott earlier on today, and he said he's expecting a hostile crowd. He said he's bringing about 50 Scotsmen with him, and he says that equals about 800 Welshmen in terms of noise. So it's going to be a loud night. Going back to sort of Jamie and going back to Jamie Richardson's fight, I spoke to Phil Wells yesterday, and he was talking about the fight, and he's talking about the injury it caused, and sort of the greatest line I've ever heard, and I captioned it of the video. He literally said the injury with my groin, it made my my dick turn black. So I think he's coming out there. He's looking for some sort of revenge. But I was just I'd could have given me £1 million guess. You could give me 1,000 guess. I never would have thought that would be what happened with the groin injury. But going back to yourself, mate. Like you said, I don't want to keep sort of going back to it, but it really is a great opportunity, and I really do hope it goes well. Like I said, Tom's kind of just an enigma. We don't know what's going to happen, but all you can really do is focus on yourself. What's the I'm not going to ask for too specifics on the game plan, but we all know what Tom's like. He can be gritty, he can be grapply, he can be whatever he wants to be. Where's for you, ideally, would you like to see the fight go?
Where I like to see the fight go, me ended up on top of him somehow.
Yes,
it's all about just keeping it on him, really trying to break him.
Mate, I think that's it's going to be. I cannot wait for this fight. I remember because you're 25, correct?
Yeah.
So 11 years different. You're the same age as me. I remember watching Tom when I was a teenager, and there was talks of him.
Yeah.
He's the next big guy going into the UFC. I still remember the Alex Reed fight. Do you remember watching that?
Yeah, the Alex Reed. I remember watching him when he fought Jack or John, one of them. But I remember that's when I first started training.
Jack Marshman. He beat Jack Marshman.
I think that was my second day in MMA gym when they were talking about it.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, it was Jack Marshman he beat. So it just shows, but how far Jack's come with that. But I think he was just a kid when it happened. But I still remember the Alex Reed fight, and I just remember like Tom. That was the first time I saw really Tom getting a bit rattled because he had cameras all over him. I don't think he really liked
Alex, didn't he?
Yeah, he really didn't. I was like, oh, Alex is giving this talk. And I remember looking back at the record. I think he was on like a 6-fight losing streak at the time, but they just saw opportunity to make that fight because Alex was had the light on him at the time.
Yeah.
But we fast forward now to 2019, and it's going to be you squaring off with Tom Kong Watson on April 27th, mate. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be a great fight. I really do appreciate the time. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully we can have a chat after the fight.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Have a good one, man. Aaron Khalid. See you later. Bye.